Hi guys, and welcome to today's episode of Q&A with Shani. That's me. So in today's Q&A, I decided to do a Q&A. Wow, that English. So for today's Q&A, I decided that I would answer some wonderful questions provided by yours truly because it's not actually a Q&A, it's just technically oversharing with Shani, but I mean, it's information. While answering questions, it's a Q&A. Maki Saki who gave the questions. Anyways, while I make myself some ramen, which I simply adore, I was just telling my friends that I was going to make some now, so I decided to make it while I answered some questions. So in front of me, for the I almost said sushi making, for the ramen making, I have a bowl in which to make my ramen. I have a fork with which to stir my ramen. I have chopsticks with which to eat my ramen. And I have the ramen. Now the packet says that I need to pour it into a pot with water and boil. But we are not going to do that. No. We are going to put the kettle on. So, first things first, put the kettle on. Okie dokie. So, the first question that I'm going to answer is actually quite funny that I wrote this down. I made this list yesterday in the car. But now I just got a message from a friend asking me, because when I showed them the other packet of ramen that I had, the kimchi flavored, I read what was written in Hangul to the camera. So I can read Hangul. My friend and I taught ourselves how to read Korean. Unfortunately, we cannot, like, I can, if you have writing in front, if you put writing in front of me, like Hangul writing, I can read what it says, but I don't know what it is. I only know some words, but I won't necessarily know. That's my mama. I won't necessarily know what the words mean. I just know how to pronounce them. But we'll get there eventually, you know what I'm saying? Okie dokie, so my water has boiled. Okay, let's get it. Okay. So now, what must I do? I must pour the noodles, soup powder, and vegetables together into the boiling water. Is there vegetables in here? I'm gonna pretend like there is, because your girl is too lazy to cut up vegetables right now. So I'm gonna put the ramen into, don't break it. Everybody's always like, yo, you gotta snap your 2-minute noodles in your ramen. No, man. The whole point of it is that it needs to be long. So don't break it. If you break it by accident, then it's fine. This thing is the size of my face. I will eat it happily. Unless, of course, it can't fit into your bowl. Then you can break it. But only once, because we don't want it to be in shambles. Ooh. I feel that pain. I felt it. So some people like to add the spices in afterwards. I like to add the spice in before, because then I feel like it seals it into the, it like absorbs the spices into the whatchamacallit. So there's my ramen in the bowl. Then my spices. Okay. Scissors. Okie dokie. The next question is BTS. I am ARMY. I stand BTS. My bias is Kim Namjoon, Uri leader. So I got into BTS, I think a year and a half ago. It was actually quite recently after Fake Love came out. A friend of mine, she had been a fan of this. Is this the vegetable? Looks like fluffy little things. Anyway, let me just put it in. She had been a fan of this for years, and I went over to her house and she played me Fake Love, the music video, because it had been released recently. And what can I say? I was captured and thus fell in love with 7 beautiful young men and their music and their like life stories and their like dreams and ambitions, blah blah blah. You know, the usual when you stay in a group. Okay, so it says it needs to be, where's this thing? 550 milliliters of water. This thing's quite small, but I'll do 2 times 250 and then a 50. Or I'll do a 350 and then a 2. No, I'll rather do that because it doesn't. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna, yeah, let's see. Okay, 250. Pours the water over the ramen. Hi. It's 250 already, then halfway filled up my bowl. How much does this make? How many people can this thing serve? I ate the whole one the other time, so I don't know why. Maybe I will see how. Okay, no, you know what? Listen to instructions, guys. I know I avoided the first instruction, which was to boil it in a pot, but you see, in life, certain things, so you should follow. Okay. I think I'll just make it 500. Oh, this doesn't overflow. I still gotta put it in the microwave. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it's already on the top, but now we're gonna put it in the microwave because it can simmer. Yeah. Okay, so my ramen is in the noodle. My ramen is in the simmer. Dude, no. My ramen is in the microwave so that it can simmer. I'm actually following the instructions for this other ramen that I ate, but I'm sure it's all the same. Cleanliness is very important, guys, so clean up your workstations. Can I throw this up now? It doesn't say anything. Simmer for additional 4 to 5 minutes. Oh, simmer. So I took my noodles, my ramen out of the microwave because apparently that's not what simmer means. So I'm just gonna let it simmer. Meanwhile, I'll answer the other questions that is being asked by myself to me for y'all. Okay, the first question. The third question. Do you have any siblings? You know what? This doesn't look like it's cooking so lekker. I'm gonna put it in the microwave. Guys, we're developing a new a definition for the word simmer. Okay. Oh. Okay. The next question is, do you have any siblings? No, I do not have any siblings. I am an only child. It has been that way since I was born. I don't know what I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah. How is being an only child? I'm very thankful and grateful. Is that the same word? Thankful, grateful, thankful, grateful. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so much for being an educator. I'm extremely thankful for all the opportunities that my parents have provided for me, you know, since like I didn't have siblings, so I didn't always like need to share or things like that. And most of my cousins, you know, growing up, I wasn't in contact with a lot of them because we were spread all over the country. But I'm also really appreciative of all of my friends. They never made me feel like I was really missing out. I mean, I've got the friends that I look after or care for more, so that makes me feel like an older sister. But then I've got the friends who make me feel like the younger sister, who care for me and look out for me. So all in all, like, I'm happy to be where I am. I won't deny and say that I never really wish that, you know, I had some siblings, but yeah, everything that is meant to be will be. So this was meant to be just me, but I could get a bird and 5 cats, so I am not complaining. Anyways, number 4, favorite place to be: the ocean, the desert, the sea. My first video was me at the penguins in Boulders Beach, because Talia knows, everybody in the world probably knows, the beach is my favorite place to be. I go whenever I am happy, whenever I'm sad, whenever I'm neutral. I just go to the beach. It's a straight road down, 5 minutes from my house. So I'm so lucky to be living in a coastal city because I cannot survive somewhere else. The ocean is like my energy. It provides me with my barbs. Do you know what I'm saying? That is the ramen. So I'm going to fetch it. Hey. Let's see. Oh, this looks so